Let the one who hears the Savior say. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to pop on there real quick and kind of give you an update on what's happening in the world right now. This week, we had Biden put out a threat to Israel, pretty much telling them that if they don't uh, if they don't change how they're handling things over in Gaza, that U.S. policy will change towards them. It's been all over the news. This just happened this week, a couple of days ago. I think it was Friday, this or Thursday, whenever this happened. Okay. And then yesterday, Pelosi has joined in and called for Biden to stop all the transfer of U.S. weapons to Israel. So our government is turning against Israel. And the Bible said that all the nations would come against Israel. And we're seeing the one thing that I never thought, that America would not back Israel against these terrorists, that the Americans is called terrorists. Our government has called them terrorists. But anyway, right after all this happened, around a couple of days ago, uh, I don't know if y'all seen this, but the lightning struck the Statue of Liberty. And they're trying to say it emerged from her torch, trying to make it's kind of a spectacular thing, but really lightning came out of the heavens and struck the Statue of Liberty. And then yesterday, we had a 4.8 earthquake that hit New Jersey, and it rocked like about 5 different states. And then they had another 4.0 magnitude aftershock after that. And this happened right after Biden threatened the United States, and right after Pelosi calling the Democrats together to try to disarm Israel. But I want to play a clip real quick of the earthquake and stuff in New York City and what the news has been reporting on it about it. Even the world knows there's something happening, but they don't realize what the Bible says about the nations coming against Israel and what will happen to those nations. So I'm going to play this real quick. It's from Jason A. on YouTube. He's like really good. He compiles news stuff together to keep everybody updated on what's going on in the world. But the title of this one was Something Strange is Happening in New York, and I'm going to play it. But listen to what the news, like the world, is saying about these earthquakes in New York and the Statue of Liberty getting lightning striking it.
Again, here we're on Brunswick Avenue. We have a resident here, David Fisher. He says that this felt like an explosion when it first went off.
At first, I felt a rumble with like a slight boom. So I thought it was part of the construction. And the next thing you know, my boss comes in and she was like, "Oh my God, did you feel that?"
I don't think we're getting any storms after what has been an absolutely brutal week of weather in the city. I mean, Degan, some of the ugliest days in memory were Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. Would you not agree?
I would say a couple of days ago, I would not have used the word biblical, but today, biblical. It's been a biblical week.
In New York City, nearly 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Look at this, lightning striking the Statue of Liberty in New York Harbor.
I want to show you a picture. This is from here in New York, lightning striking the Statue of Liberty.
I mean, initially, within the first couple seconds, the dogs reacted to something, and then within about a second or so, it felt like an explosion. Sounded like an explosion, and you felt waves come up from underneath you. And my initial reaction was that the furnace had exploded. So I yelled down to my son to check the furnace. He said everything was okay. He came up the stairs, and then you felt the house shift back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for about 10 seconds. I've never felt anything like it.
And it's so interesting. The dogs felt it before you did. You said they started barking.
Right. They initially started barking. I would say about 1 or 2 seconds before you felt an explosion. You heard an explosion, and that's what I thought it was.
It hit New Jersey, it hit New York, it hit Philadelphia, even Vermont, all reporting feeling the trembling.
And I would say about 20 after 10, if that was the time, there was a gigantic explosion sound. And it was like, I looked around the club, there were about 75 people here, and everybody was looking around. It's like, that's not normal. And then a couple of the United employees came over my way, and one of them said, "What was that?" And somebody else said, "I've never heard anything like that."
As the tremors were being felt throughout the city, of course, as we take a look at it here.
But anyway, that's just a little clip of his video. If y'all want to go over to Jason A's channel on YouTube, you can see the rest of this video. I'll put the link to his video in the description box so that if you want to go watch the rest of it. But it's crazy. Even the world is using the words like biblical and stuff on this because they know that something ain't right, because of everything that New York's going through this week. And it's the same week. I mean, where is the United Nations headquarters is at? It's in New York City. And what was it, just a week or two ago, the United States betrayed Israel in New York, abstaining from the vote for a ceasefire. They abstained from voting against it, which is basically an answer of betrayal to Israel by not doing anything at all, because they could have stopped it from going to the floor of the UN. But anyway, I just wanted to update you all on this and let y'all just kind of see and put the dots together. You know, God's speaking to this nation. Now, whether or not people will listen, that's a whole different story. But he's definitely speaking to leave his land alone over there.
Say come, and let the one who is thirsty come. Behold the Alpha and Omega, beginning and the end. In Him we will never thirst again. Ruach ve'akalah omrimu, Ruach ve'akalah omrimu. Oh, Spirit and the bride, let's say Ruach ve'akalah omrimu.